Perfect.
You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is.
Perfect.
Vince McMahon is back, everybody. No, I'm joking. That was last week's show. But Vince McMahon is back, and if you do not like Vince McMahon, that's too goddamn bad. He's back. Get over it. It is what it is at the end of the day.
Nope.
But we had ourselves a crazy Monday Night Raw due to all the travel issues going on. And we're going to sit here and talk about it. But first, hit the goddamn like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channels. Subs going in the right direction. Likes going in the right direction. Come on, man. You're watching all my shorts, but you ain't subbing to the channel. Watch the shorts. Sub to the channel. Y'all know what time it is. Alright, without any further ado, let us not waste any more time. Let's get into the Monday Night Raw review real quick. Let's go. Yes. Why does that always happen? 'Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling, the show that brings you all things wrestling.
Surprise, motherfucker.
We back, baby, and we had a couple of surprises last night. And you know what else we had? Travel issues. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Sometimes you have some travel issues. It is what it is. That does not happen to Monday Night Raw often. There's not oftentimes you will see the script torn up and things moving left or right because of travel issues, but that seemed to be the case yesterday. We had a bunch of matches advertised that didn't take place, a bunch of people that didn't show up. We even had people that showed up late.
Surprise, motherfucker.
So it is what it is. But what I will say is that it was a better show than last week. Not the greatest show. We're not going to sit here and say that. Not the greatest show by any means.
Stop the cap.
But it was a better show than last week due to all the scrambling last minute. Let's talk about most important thing first. We had a Cody conversation. So what do you guys want to talk about?
Perfect.
And Cody talked about how he alluded to how people said that he didn't face any adversity, but
surprise, motherfucker.
He's faced nothing but adversity since he left WWE, starting his own wrestling company, getting over it and not getting over, and can't be the champion, and he wants to be the champion, and all of this stuff going on. Joined the Bullet Club, had adversity with Kenny. I mean, did we not forget he came back, tore his pec, was out for damn near a year, and then came back? I mean, how has he not faced adversity?
You stupid.
Somebody let me know. The story is about nothing but adversity. How many mountains does the brother have to climb? Like, I don't want to hear that he hasn't faced any adversity argument. That's cap. It's cap.
Stop the cap.
He's faced nothing but adversity since leaving because Vince wanted to keep him as Stardust. We know this. So stop acting like y'all don't know that he has been struggling just to get back to this moment. And it's still the wrong decision. He still should have won the goddamn title. So let's stop the cap on that. So he wants Lesnar and he wants him at WrestleMania Backlash.
Get the fuck out of here!
It's just Backlash. Stop trying to add WrestleMania to the back, to the front of it or the back of it to try to sell more tickets. That's not how this works. It's not WrestleMania Backlash. Just call it Backlash. It's perfectly fine with just Backlash. Jesus Christ. Always got to add some stuff. And we heard things tonight like local medical facility instead of just saying hospital. If you didn't think Vince was back, just look at the Vince-isms. If you look at the Vince-isms, we don't say hospital. We say local medical facility, and there are other small isms like calling Chad Gable short or calling somebody a vanilla midget in a promo. If you start to see stuff like that, you know Vince is back. So that happened. What else happened on this show? Let's talk about KO and Solo Sikoa in the main event. They had themselves a good match. The whole story here is Kevin Owens is about to win all the time, but the Usos keep getting involved. And because of that, Solo Sikoa ends up beating KO, and then they beat the holy hell out of him. And he's saved by none other than the original bro. Shout out to Matt Riddle.
Bruh.
The original bro. And they chase the Usos off with Sami Zayn coming out to help his fellow Canadians. So I like the fact that they added Matt Riddle into this because Solo's the one who put Riddle due to injury. But notice how on Monday Night Raw they had him fighting The Miz.
Stupid.
And then they have him this Monday coming out with The Miz. We're going to applaud that because that's great. Good stuff. Whoever switched that up. Why would you have Matt Riddle coming out and fighting The Miz? That is very dumb.
You stupid.
Have him come out and go after Solo. You didn't need none of that Miz stuff. And to be honest, the fact that Miz stuff happened and we didn't get this match, I'm even happier about it. Because it wouldn't have meant a goddamn thing. So, glad that didn't happen. But that was your main event. Good main event, as always. Solo, I like Solo. Shout out to KO. He is a beast. And that was your main event. What else happened on this show? We had Finn Balor coming out to fight Rey Mysterio after Rey Mysterio opened the show with Dom. Ex-Con Dom. We like Ex-Con Dom. Talking about his deadbeat dad, basically cutting the same promo on him every single week. And you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. At some point in time, I mean, there's still things you could do with this story, but at some point in time, ex-Con Dom, he's gotta get his ass kicked again. Maybe they'll go left or go right, whatever. But I liked the fact that last minute you could always go back to ex-Con Dom calling his Rey Mysterio a deadbeat. You know why? Because Dominic Mysterio probably gets the most heat besides Roman Reigns, because Roman gets cheers and boos. But he's the one of the best heels right now. People just boo him. They cannot stand him. He needs to get his ass kicked. He just got his ass kicked at Mania. They want to see him get his ass kicked again. So, shout out to Dominic Mysterio showing that personality. Little hiccup there on the mic, but they managed to fix it. And they had themselves a match because he called upon Finn Balor, and there was no Priest on this show, so he probably got stuck in traffic or stuck in air traffic control. I don't know.
Surprise, motherfucker.
But as far as this, Dominic grabs the chain, whacks his daddy on the head with it, what he tried to do at WrestleMania if it wasn't for Bad Bunny. But he did all that, and Finn gets the win. A much-needed win for Finn Balor because for some reason, the Demon lost to Edge.
You stupid.
When the Demon needed to win, not Edge. Anyway, moving on. Women's Tag Team Championship match. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan versus Becky and Trish Stratus. Lita was beat up backstage after they were interviewing Otis for something. Lita was beat up and she was taken to the local medical facility, as always. That's not a Don DeMarco worthy. And we could all see the writing on the wall here, but what's the name? Couldn't see it. Becky couldn't see it. So she leaves. Trish takes her spot. And Raquel and Liv end up winning because Liv rolled up Trish Stratus. Holy hell.
Surprise, motherfucker.
So let me get this straight. You put Raquel Rodriguez with like 4 or 5 tag team partners. You got nothing for Liv to do. You got nothing for Raquel to do. You don't build to this. You don't know what's going on. And you do business on... I mean, we know these tag team titles are pretty much bottom of the barrel worthless right now, but that's not the point. You just throw these two teams, you throw these two together, you throw Becky and Trish together, and Trish loses. Becky's trying to console her. She fixes it up and said, you know what? It's okay. As soon as Becky turns around, Trish turns on her, hits her with the chick kick, call it a day, get her out of here, and now you've got new tag team champions, Raquel and Liv Morgan, when the number one contenders to those titles should have been Ronda and Shayna. Maybe Shayna's hurt, maybe Ronda's hurt, whatever, but no mention of it. You just pull Shayna, you pull Ronda, no mention of anybody being hurt, no mention of a tag team title match, number one contenders match, nothing. You just pulled both of them. No communication with your fans.
You stupid.
Not very smart. So, word on the street is Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch are supposed to be at SummerSlam. SummerSlam, if I'm not mistaken, is in August. We are in April. How does that work?
You stupid. Get the fuck out of here!
Is she going to go home for 8 months, 6 months, 3 months, 5 months, and then they're going to revisit this? Like, hey, remember that thing that happened on a random Monday Night Raw when there were travel issues? Yeah, we're back to revisit that. Come on, they got to do better. They got to do better. Good to see the tag team titles change hands on TV, but build a story around it. Build a story around it. Something. Do something with this. And you wonder why Bayley and Sasha were so goddamn angry. Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed. This was great.
Perfect.
2 big beefy dudes beating the holy hell out of each other. Nothing wrong here. This ended in a count out because you don't want to beat the Almighty. You don't want to beat Bronson Reed because I don't even think he's been pinned yet in one-on-one competition. So, you know, you throw Bronson a bone maybe later on, or maybe you build to it. Doesn't matter. These two on a pay-per-view are going to have a kick-ass match. Then you had the Usos versus Alpha Academy. We're going to put some respect on Chad Gable's name.
Respect my authority!
But he got hit with the 1D and took the pin. Well, we're still going to put some respect on his name.
Respect my authority!
Chad Gable is great.
Gotcha, bitch.
And if you don't think so,
Stupid.
you should not be watching pro wrestling. Chad Gable, highly underrated. Great for this company. Love it. Then we got Io Sky versus Piper Niven. Io was mad because she was not put into a triple threat match, and Bayley had to go smooth that over. So they're teasing dissension with the Damage Control. The problem is they've conditioned us not to care about Damage Control when all of these lovely ladies are really, really good. But they've just conditioned us not to care because they've lost all their big matches. Excuse me. And with Bayley in front as the leader, they should have been on a rampage. They should have been mopping the floor with everybody. And Bayley should have got that championship while they had the championships. I mean, you do it all the time. If you want to make them heels, make her cheat and politic her way to get a title match and then have her win. They didn't position damage control good enough, and Io Sky got the win against Piper Niven and Michin, but the crowd didn't care. Just like the crowd didn't care about the women's tag team match. This women's division is in shambles. It needs a lot of help. It needs a lot of rehabilitation. Triple H is great at booking the women's division. I don't know if he's got people in his ear. I did hear that there were some rewrites to the show, but even still, women's division, besides a few bright spots, have been lackluster for a while. So they got to get that together. They got to figure that out. But all in all, a good Monday Night Raw. Better than last week. Last week was horrible. But this week, because of travel issues, it was good. Let's see what happens next week when they go to whatever city they're going to. And let's see what happens when everybody's hands is on deck. At least let's see what happens if Vince is backstage ordering people around. Because I'm very interested to know how that's going to work out. I really am. So with that being said, I am out of here. I am out. Monday Night Raw in the books. Catch me tomorrow. Catch me tomorrow for AEW review on Thursday. And that's how we're going to do it. So I am out. Everybody be safe. I'll at you. Peace.